Everything you're about to hear is for entertainment purposes only. Listen, have some fun, but don't ever do, believe, or promote anything they say. They're idiots.
Guys, hold up. You should know, this ain't for everybody. Welcome to Savagely Loud. What's happening, people? Guys, welcome back to the show for the people that understand that facts divided by feelings equals failure. I'm Cliff, I'm your host, and I'm joined today and always by my wonderful co-host, little Dave Anderson, the Viking up there.
Little
Dave Anderson.
We put my hoodie on.
Guys, first and foremost, if you want to help me out, you get these words out, get these truths out, you can follow me on Instagram at Savagely Loud. That is where I'm most active. On that page, you're going to find two links. One of those links is to the Savagely Loud podcast page. If you could please follow me there too, would be greatly appreciated, as that will inevitably be my backup profile. The other link you're going to find is a simple link tree. Anywhere you want to see my bullshit or hear my rants, you can find it there, easy peasy. Outside of that, Facebook, X, Rumble, you can find me at Savagely Loud, YouTube at Savagely Loud Podcast, and last but not least, you can follow me, or you can email me in at savagelyloud@gmail.com, which I strongly suggest you do. The DMs are always full, so if you haven't gotten through already, you may not. So email me in if you want to guarantee that I'm going to see your communication. And then finally, don't forget to like, comment, and share the material. It really does help us get this word out, get into the algorithms, and get pushed in front of the people that, like you, that need to hear this stuff, want to hear this stuff. And the more people we get hearing this stuff, the faster we can turn this shit around. So like I said, without further ado, I'm joined by a few gentlemen today. First is Dave Anderson, the big bad Viking. How are we doing today, Dave?
It's I'm doing good, surprisingly. It's been a rough go, like the last couple weeks, but gotta keep you going, man.
Dave is again here, despite tragedy in the family. He's pulling through, getting everything handled in the background, still putting on a show for you guys. So if you could go follow him at Hammer Drops, show him some love, send him a message, all that kind of great shit. And beyond that, you'll notice a person that is not regularly on the show if you're watching right now, but you'll notice that hat that we all recognize. I've got the Thegirldadofficial on with us today. James Murphy legally, but James Leon if you know him. How we doing today, buddy?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just hanging out. Excited to be here. But yeah, let's ready for this.
We were just talking about your massive amount of following and massive amount of views into the almost hundreds of millions at this point. And I think that's something that should be very, very, should not be taken lightly, because anybody that's been on the internet knows what it's like to get the views, or to try to get the views. And you'll try all sorts of different things, and then things don't work, and some things seem to work, and then they don't work. But you seem to have this shit figured out there, don't you, brother?
No, not at all. I'm just a retard with a phone, and I post what I think. I say what I think, and I mean what I say. And I think people kind of just gravitate towards that, and they see that it's actually genuine. It's not just some made up bullshit charade.
That's exactly it. It's the authenticity factor that, these people, you can tell when you're on the internet, anybody, it doesn't matter if you're a large number influencer or you're a nobody. When you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or any of these social media sites, and you see somebody, you can like right out of the gate tell if they're projecting a persona. You can tell if they're faking it.
Yeah.
And you can tell if they're real. And real always fucking sells, no matter who you are, how you are. I mean, look at you and I particularly are very different personalities, very different approaches to the way we do our content. But people love our shit because we're genuine, and that just shows
Correct.
And proves, and then we can throw Hammer in there. It proves that you can be any sort of level of personality, persona, character, whatever, and as long as you're real, as long as you're giving the people who you are really, they'll bite.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. It's one of those things where, I do a lot of reaction videos. That's a big portion of my content. So reactions to just funny, stupid shit. and a lot of it is just me laughing hysterically, and that's my genuine reaction. I'm just like, okay. And then sometimes I'll say something after or whatever. I did one that this guy's making a fucking a roof that looks like wood out of like cement or some shit, and then a tranny comes on. He's like, "Oh man, that passes better than I do." And I'm just like, "Holy shit, dude! Like, no shit, bro. Like no shit. At least you have a sense of humor, though. Like,
Right.
Okay, cool.
That's good.
So before we get too deep into the conversation, let's let everybody know where we can all be found. I already let them know. Dave, why don't you let everybody know where you can be found at?
All right, y'all can find me at the Hammer Drops over there on Instagram and Facebook, where I'm heavily active. I am active on TikTok, but not as much because, TikTok just likes to take shit down, or JubeTalk as we like to call it. We like to just take stuff down. The best way to get a hold of me is obviously email me, david@thehammerdrops.com. Best way to get a hold of me and in touch. And don't forget to go ahead and check out the website, thehammerdrops.com. It has everything that I put out and some other information out there as well, but some stuff that I've wrote, blogs and stuff like that.
So kitty books type shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kitty books, of course, man. I had to make it so easy for people to understand something.
Are you my mommy? No. That was actually.
I'm your daddy.
Nice. No, that was actually one of the books growing up that I read with my mom, and she was my foster mom. My mom.
Okay.
She's my mother. Best woman on the planet. But anytime I would read that book with her, she would just bawl her eyes out, because it's like, she knew my situation. I didn't know. I had no idea what was going on, but she would just always cry, and it was like, now as a man who has kids, I'm like, oh shit, like fucking hits my heart a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let everybody know where they can find you, girl dad, Mr. James.
The Girl Dad Official on everything. But if you just type in The Girl Dad on TikTok, I'm there. It's a newer account. I just got banned a couple weeks ago, so I'm rebuilding there. On X, it's The Girl Dad OFC, because you can't have a long username. Apparently, they're kind of retarded.
Yeah.
And then I have all my links posted as well in my Instagram bio. So it's just a standard link tree, has some stuff in there that I probably need to take some of those links out, but you can also go there. You can get, if you like this hat right here, there's a code there for you to get the hats 25% off. It does help support me, so I do appreciate that. But yeah, just the Girl Dad Official on any platform. Watch out for Facebook, though. There's like 40 fake accounts of me. So
yeah.
That
Be
doesn't
careful.
surprise
Go
me.
look up some Savagely Loud on these motherfuckers.
See, it's so wild to me. I'm like once I hit 100,000 on Facebook, like people are like, "Is this you?" I'm like, "Nope, that's not me." Like, and then the bigger that I get, the more accounts that are being made because they're trying to scam people. Like, "Oh, I need money" or something like this. Like, no, I don't need money. Sorry.
Right.
But yeah, I just actually hit 300,000 followers yesterday. So
Yes,
Oh,
congratulations, brother. That's awesome.
That's a huge accomplishment. I honestly never thought in a million years I would have a following that big. And I'm like, I've been posting online for a long time. And before, when I posted online, it was just like pictures of my kids or this or that. I never did any sort of content, if you will.
Right.
And then I got fired up when my daughter, at her school, tried to make her do an activity saying, that she was gay or lesbian and that she was beginning her coming out process. And I'm just like,
Ooh.
absolutely the fuck not. And kind of went on a scorched earth on that, and then just kind of evolved from there to doing funny political content, funny reaction videos, and then more serious political content, and just kind of whatever is added. Now nowadays I'm just debunking liberal talking points and their narratives, because that's
Right.
something that we need more of. I think there's not enough conservative creators to combat the number of liberal creators, in all
Right.
honesty. We need more.
No,
Well,
There's a
conservative
lot of
creators all got
liberal
fucking
ones.
jobs.
Well,
but yeah, that is true.
yeah, and I still have a full-time job. That's the thing. But I make more money posting online than I do my actual job. And so now I'm just like, all right, well, like, do I stay with my job? Well, of course I do. course I stay with my job. I'm not gonna get, because what if I get banned or something like, then I'm, up shit's creek, without a paddle.
Yeah, that's the struggle for a lot of people that I know is, they get to a point where, they're starting to make enough money to squeak by and quit their day job, and then they start rolling out content, and it starts going well in the beginning, and then all of a sudden, they gotta, you've always got to continuously push the boundary a little bit. Like, I talked to my buddies, and I was telling them, basically what I do is kind of ice skate on a human hair. That's what I do. Is because if you go just a little bit this way, you get banned. If you go a little bit this way, you lose your audience. So you're just continuously ice skating down that one long strand of human hair, and it's a very it's a rigorous process. Like it does weigh on you. Like if you're gonna make that your thing, it does weigh on you, because you've got this other thing now, this other responsibility. You're like, holy shit! Like, all right, I got the dishes done, I got the laundry done, the grass is mowed. Oh fuck, I gotta make a video. Oh, when am I gonna make a video? And then you gotta, you're going through all that. And the more videos you put out, the more you're doing it. So
it's stressful too. I don't think people. I used to watch like streamers and stuff like that, and they would complain about how much they are actually, like, how much they're working and how stressful it is and how hard their life is. And back then I was like, yo, you fucking pussies, all you do is post online. Like, oh my God, grow up here, get a fucking job. I used to be that guy. And now I'm like, shit, dude, I understand it, because it's a mentally taxing is what it is.
Right.
Because you're constantly second guessing yourself. You're constantly trying to find something to post about. You're constantly, your mind is never stopping. And you're looking at the analytics, and you're doing this, and but yeah.
Well, and the hard part about that is oh, go ahead, Dave.
Well, I was gonna say that's 100% true. Like I've noticed, like I think it was a couple months ago where I started off. I had like 300 followers on Facebook, and now today I'm over almost 14,000. But nice. I noticed like the last couple weeks where things have been going on in my life where I haven't been able to really post as much. The numbers are starting to go down, and it's like, motherfucker, it takes you out of that algorithm and everything. Then you got to start building it back up. It's people don't understand how much work there actually is. Because I was one of those guys, like, you just post fucking videos. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, how hard fucking is it? Until you start fucking doing it, then you realize it.
Well, it's and more so even is once you start doing it, what I call competitively, not professionally, but competitively. Like you have a mission. You have to execute on this mission. So this has to happen every single day. What times does this kind of video? What time is this short? My thing is a lot based on length, like what length of video works best at this time, what length works at this time. And, especially now with what we were talking about earlier is all the algorithm changes, all the metric changes and meta.
Monetization, everything else, yeah.
Shifting from views and likes to saves and shares. Now those are the two biggest metrics.
Wait. What are the two best?
The two biggest metrics, they went on views and they went on likes before. Okay. Those were your two biggest metrics. Now the two biggest metrics are saves and shares. And this is a giant fucking problem, because now you're reliant on, the monetization is reliant on somebody actually sharing their shit. And that's why recently I've been very, very adamant about sharing my buddy's shit. I'll go on there and I'll just send it to my other accounts, because it still counts that way.
Why not?
So.
Yeah, no, I actually did not know that. And I mean, I think that's something that we as content creators should tell our audiences. Hey, they changed our analytics to where if you don't share our stuff, we don't get credit for the work we're doing.
Right.
And thankfully, I'm getting a ton of shares and tons of likes and reshares on. I mean, Instagram doesn't pay shit. Like people are like, oh, you have a big account on Instagram, you must make a ton of money. Nope, they don't pay you at all. They pay you this much. This is how much money you make on Instagram. 0. Just so you guys know out there, you don't get paid on Instagram. But Instagram is one of the most important platforms because it's the most popular. It's more popular than TikTok. They let you say more things. They're not as the overbearing and the looming parent over. Oh, you can't say that, right? So you actually do have some form of free speech, but they don't pay you shit.
Right.
which is insane to me because they're owned by Meta, who also owns Facebook, which does pay you based off of shares and saves, as you said.
Yeah.
And I don't know anybody who saves a fucking video. Who saves a fucking video?
Well,
I've never done that.
No, I don't think I have. I think I have maybe 3 saved videos in my list just because I fat fingered something and I didn't even know.
Where are they?
Right. Yeah.
Where is this saved video that I saved 10 years ago? I want to see it right now. Show me, Facebook.
But now, if you think about the metric change, if you think about this now, okay, so I've had this conversation with several creator friends of ours, mutual friends, about the difference in metrics now. And the big thing is everybody's trying to figure out why they changed the metrics. Well, everything was working. Why would they change the metrics? If your creators are creating and you're paying them and they're happy, why did you change this? Now, what I think, this is just me. I know it's some other people, but I'm speaking for me. I think the metric change was based on Project 2030, like the 2030 agenda. Like, I really do think that was anchoring down into that. Not only because if you think about it, like we both know influencers that make a lot of fucking money off of Facebook. And I mean a lot of money. Like I have friends that they've got their next, literally the next 2 years of their bills, mortgage, car payment, everything is already paid. Done. Oh. Facebook pays. But
I'm making a very significant amount of money on Facebook.
Right.
And it's enough to where I could get 1 month of pay and not work for 3 months. You know, like it's I'm making 3 times, 4 times what a normal person makes, per month, but I'm also putting a lot of time and effort into it. So it's, it's
consistently just sitting on your, come on, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do this, like all day long. It's ridiculous.
Do you have a camera in my house or some shit, bro?
We flew a drone over there just today for you.
That's me all day. I'm like, fuck. Like, that's the fun. It's my favorite one. I'll say this is Anthony sent me a video like a week ago, and he's like, dude, I see the video. I reacted to it. Like I made a reaction video. I ended up making like $1,000 off that one video.
That's awesome.
And he sends me videos all the time that are just like the funniest fucking videos. And it's like, okay, that's a good. I did one actually I think this morning or last night. He sent me one. I'm like, holy shit, bro! Like, what the fuck? Like, where are you finding these? And but it's like good. I always like it's always a solid video when he sends me them because he's like, okay, I know that James is gonna do well with this video based off of his content and everything else. And then people always go, oh, well, where do you find these freaks? I'm like, dude, I get tagged in videos. I get sick videos. And then I have a backup account that I ruined the algorithm on purpose. So that's all that it shows me.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. But if we talk about the pay structure, like, think about this. If you wanted, let's just say we know for a fact that this whole Agenda 2030 thing is rolling. It's been rolling for 10 years. Is everything, all the pebbles are being put in place. If you wanted to cripple a society, especially a society based on points, clicks, and views on the internet, what would you do? You'd take away 80% of the fucking monetization that you were giving the people that were creating on your platform. What this also does is, it removes their ability to actually have the financial means and capabilities to pick up and go the fuck wherever they want. It also makes the big companies, don't forget Zuck is a Berg, if you know what I mean. It makes the companies.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
What did you? I don't know.
Right. But it makes the companies way more money if they got to pay out less money, gives them more control in the long run, gives them more donations, more lobbying efforts. And
Let me do some math for you real quick. Okay. I'll just tell you what I should be making over the last 28 days. Right?
You're gonna make this public?
People won't. Yeah. I mean, can people do math?
No, not usually.
I would hope so.
Well, then no. Hold on. Let's see.
I just gotta say, hey, y'all need to start following me on Facebook so I can start making some of this fucking money.
Right?
Come on.
Hold on. I think I did it wrong. I'm even an idiot sometimes, so. $72,500 is what I should have made in the last 28 days.
Holy shit.
I would. So if when I'm making that kind of money, I guarantee you, day job will not be a fucking thing. It won't be a thing.
There'll be signs.
If I'm making
They'll
that
be
type
subtle,
of money,
but there'll be signs.
if I'm making that type of money, I won't tell anybody, but there will be signs.
Yeah.
Like a new Harley sitting in my garage.
Yeah. But
Right.
that's what I should have made prior to, and people can try to do the math if they want, but I don't think they're going to be able to figure it out.
Right. But now,
But I also got to imagine, though, the government's got to fucking come in and try to swoop in and take a ton of that money from you come tax time.
Oh, God, dude. Like, yeah, it's like 40%.
Yeah, and depending on what state you're in, I mean, if you're in Illinois, they're just going to bend you over and be like, haha, we're taking it all.
Yeah, I'm in the worst state to be in, just FYI.
I don't know. We're in Illinois, so
Yeah.
I think we've got at least, if nothing else, 2 of the 3 worst states in the planet right now.
We do. No, we have 2 of the worst states in the world. Illinois and California.
Right.
And
Oh, yeah,
what's
California's
funny
a
is
shithole.
we're all 3 of us are in blue as shit states,
Mhm.
yet we're
Yeah.
all very conservative minded and like minded when it comes to things like that. How did that happen?
It's because we have eyes and brains,
Oh, yeah.
and we can see what's actually happening in front of our eyes, rather than the liberal fucking. Obviously, I don't claim a team, but the liberals are fucking retarded. I mean, I will say, if I gotta pick one, I'm not gonna be siding with the fucking liberals. I can tell you that.
Well,
But
my thing is like the whole thing that happened with the Renee Nicole Good lady, right?
yeah,
You're all, "Oh, I've been waiting for this." So
Yes, sir.
the liberal narrative was she didn't hit him, right? That was their first narrative until the cell phone footage came out. Then it clearly shows she hit him, and the force of acceleration that she used was extreme. Her tire spun out, hit him, he shoots 3 times, very, very quick succession, pop, pop, pop. Like, you could really only hear 2 shots. If you listen to it, you're only hearing 2 shots, right? And they're going, every single content creator that's on the left, they're like, oh, well, we can't show you this footage because it's too graphic and it will get taken down. That's their excuse. Well, yeah, that's their excuse for not showing. So then people like me who are like, you're a fucking retard. I post their little video right here, and I go, I'll show it to you. Here you go.
yeah.
Like, if I was a liberal right now, I would be pissed that I'm finding out that they are manipulating me, but liberals don't fucking care. They don't care that they're manipulating. That's why they got the fucking jabby jab and all that bullshit, is because they call everybody bootlickers, yet they're the ones that went and got a jab for some fucking McDonald's fries. I think you made that comment.
Yeah.
I think that was a comment that you made, which I was like, that's true though. And I was laughing my ass off. I saw that. I think that was on Young Jeffrey's post or some shit like that. But that's the point. The point is that they fall in line so quickly with whatever their overlords tell them.
Right.
While we're sitting here, like, Donald Trump, what he said about fucking fat fuck that died, the film producer, or whatever his name was.
Oh yeah,
Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner.
I came out and like, hey man, that wasn't cool of you to say. That's not like the right thing to do. I called him out on that bullshit. And then within a day, I'm like, nope, I changed my mind. Fuck it. He deserved it, because the liberals are so fucking dehumanizing, evil motherfuckers.
And Rob Reiner was one of the leaders of that shit.
Yes, he
Oh, yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But and I was like, you know what? That wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. Let's not do this. Let's have some civility.
Let's have some
let's-
class,
But yeah, let's have some civility. Let's be humans. Like let's be human. Be like, hey, it's sad that he died. His wife lost her husband. His daughter, lost a father. Let's have a little bit of civility and humanity in us, and not go after this guy. But then the left just comes out and then starts with their bullshit of hatred and vitriol. And I'm just like, fuck it. I don't care anymore. I don't. I give up. I fucking give up. Same thing with this Renee Good. Did she deserve to die? Absolutely not. There's no one that is celebrating her death like they celebrated Charlie's. They were dancing in the
Exactly.
streets. They dressed
Kinda
up for him.
celebrating it. I mean, she was. The more I hear about this fucking pile of shit, the more I'm
But
like,
that-
oh my god, it's so good that she's not on this
But Cliff,
planet
that's
anymore.
my point. That's my point, though. Is now I made a meme saying ice isn't a curb. You can't just hit it because you're a woman. Like, sorry, you can't.
But think about this. What you just said, and I saw that post earlier. That post would make you a lot of fucking. It would get you a lot of attention. Okay, prior to all of the meta shift in metrics, so it would get you a lot of attention. That has a lot to do in my brain with why they shifted the metrics from views and likes to saves and shares. How many people do you think, and especially when you think about the news cycle,
are going to share it? They're not.
right?
They don't want to.
Well, how many, I like, especially when you think about the news cycle, how many people have ever saved a news article, a fucking, something that is snappy right into the moment right now, it's happening now.
Never.
Nobody ever saves that shit. Nobody ever does anything with it. And what this does is by fucking turning off all of the content creators like yourself that use that to get other people to wake up. It erases that because people don't fucking see it anymore. So now it's getting all the big news shit out of the fucking algorithm, and people just aren't seeing it. So things can just happen and people don't even fucking know about it because they have figured out that people don't get their news from CNN. They don't get their news from Fox anymore. They don't get their news from any of these. They get it from social media. Yeah.
They're getting it from us, people who are actually sitting there reading the stories and then breaking it down into a finite 30-second to minute-and-a-half video.
Yep.
So then they can watch it and be like, okay, here are the facts. Just like Renee Good, she didn't have custody of 2 of her kids.
Yeah.
Because they were getting burned on the arm with cigarettes by her partner.
Yeah. And the courts told this lady, they said, we're going to take your fucking kids or you have to completely cut ties with that woman. And she was like, I'm taking my wife, and let the fucking state take her fucking kids. This is the fucking monster that these motherfuckers, these leftists are all fucking, are all cheering for. Why is it that every hero on the left is some George Floyd piece of shit?
Thank you.
I was just going to say that about, now they're, you look at what they do with George Floyd, they're trying to do the same thing with this fucking lady. And why?
And now you have the DHS, you have the IRS, the Treasury, you have Social Security Office sending all their agents to Minneapolis because they want to fuck around and find out. Yeah. So good luck. Good luck at that point.
That's why we're seeing.
They better wait for that stuff because I want to claim some of them as Somalians on my taxes this year.
Well, and they're setting up what people need to look a little bit deeper when it comes to fucking Minnesota because they're setting up the next set of riots. They're starting now, but they're setting it up so if you've noticed, there seems to be suddenly an awful lot of memes, like an unnatural amount of memes involving Renee Good and George Floyd. All of a sudden, just blasted all over the fucking.
I can't breathe anymore.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, these motherfuckers are everywhere, and all that's doing is reminding all the fucking shitbags that protested for George Floyd that we should be angry again. Oh my god!
I will say some of those memes probably are made by people on the right. I won't deny
some
that.
of them are.
But they use psyops with their people, and they use emotion. That's the biggest thing is they use the emotion against all of these people, and they're so easily manipulated by emotion, and they're so emotionally driven. That's how they vote. They vote with their emotions. Look at Mamdani. He got voted in on emotions. He's all, free transit. No, it's $3 now.
It doubled.
$1.25. Hey, dumb bitch. What the fuck?
Well, and how many times does this have to happen throughout society before people just fucking wake up? And then people you say things like that, they're like, oh my God, how could you say that? But then you're like, well, if you think about it, maybe I just don't want to I hate this place. I don't want to be here anymore because you know what? For hundreds of thousands of years, according to some scientists, humans have existed. So we've never learned our lesson in this long of a fucking stint, Well,
no, we haven't.
It's the communist way of indoctrination. So they indoctrinate these kids from a very young age. That's why public schools are a thing. Public
Franco-Prussian school system.
Yeah, public schools are an indoctrination. That's what they are. Back in the day, back in the 50s, kids used to go to school with a shotgun hanging in the back of their truck. Never school shootings, ever, right? And they learned gun safety. They learned the value of human life. They learned the Bible, all these things that they learned in school. And it was Pleasantville, the movie Pleasantville, where you knew your neighbors, you hung out with them, you did barbecues, the neighborhoods were safe, kids running around the streets. Now, it's not like that anymore. And
well, even back in the 50s, I mean, they would have like I think it was with Kennedy and stuff. When Kennedy was in office, they would have gym was like a big thing. Like everybody had to do physical fitness and eating healthy and eating right. Now it's like, go play your fucking video games and eat McDonald's and just sit there and shut up. And here's a fucking screen for you to just look at.
Well, that's a parenting issue, because parents all over the place are just, here's your iPad, shut the fuck up. Here's a fucking piece of cake, shut the fuck up. Go get fat, go get dumb, just leave mommy and daddy the fuck alone.
Yep. That's literally what it is nowadays. Is like my neighbor's kids, they're awesome, love them to death. And they force them, they only give them a minute amount of screen time. It's very minute, and that, I think that's how it should be. They limit the time that the kids can be on there. They also limit what they can watch. And so they put restrictions on everything. And because nowadays, you go on YouTube Kids, trans shit. You go on Netflix, trans shit. You go on anything that has to do with kids, trans shit. And then they go, oh, well, we're not targeting your kid. Fuck you. Yes, you are.
Yeah. They've been targeting us ever since we were kids. Like, how old are you now?
42.
Okay, so you're 42, I'm 43, and Dave's what, 50 years older than 60?
Yeah, I'm 50. 50.
50.
Not that old fucker.
so,
You're a dick. You're a dick, Cliff. Oh,
of course.
my God.
That's why people love me.
He is.
Exactly. I love you, though, bro. I do. Oh, I'm grabbing another drink.
But that's, that, like, you think about our age group, we're all the same ones. Oh, God. Modelo.
Oh, here we go.
But,
wait, we're doing this?
Oh, we're doing this.
Ever since back in the day when we were kids, we were conditioned. I mean, like, the whole school system when we were children was already in play. Like you mentioned earlier, Franco-Prussian school system. It's not about education. It's about indoctrination. It's about turning people into worker bees. It's about turning people with first-rate minds into drones with no minds. All you know is get up, go to work, pay your taxes, go home.
You know who you have to thank for that?
Oh, the Jews, actually, but
Henry Ford. Henry Ford is the modern, he kind of started that all.
Yeah, he was involved. Yeah, for sure.
With the assembly lines and everything, what's the most production that we can get? Oh, well, let's do an assembly line, and then we'll have 3 shifts. Morning, mid, and night, and then just and the factory never closes, and they're just little worker bees, in and out, in and out, in and out, and and it's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, and now it's even more fucked up, because, like, I'll tell you this, like, my day job, like, I make what my dad made when I was like a wee little fucking kid. Yeah, like a wee little fucking kid. And I was like, that's amazing money. And now I've got that money, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to society? This used to be amazing money. Like, we had nice shit. We had, we had decent shit for the day, but now it's like everything you got to do, you got to fucking do twice so that you can afford to do it once.
Well, that's the thing is nowadays, my parents or my dad, let's say he made $100,000 back in the 1980s. Having $100,000 job today is very rare. That's way above the median income.
Right.
Right. And so how did my dad make $100,000 a year back in the 80s? But then today, that should be $250,000 with the inflation and everything else.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little bit less or a little bit more. I'm guesstimating the math, but that's what it should be. And so we've had a constant rise of cost of living for forever. It never goes down. It's just a steady rise of cost of living, groceries, rent, electricity, so on and so forth. But then the incomes are staying stagnant for the last 30 years.
Right.
Well, interesting. So now that forces you to have a dual income family to where you're sending your kids out to be taught by liberals. It's all planned. It's all planned.
Well, and it's also to destroy the nuclear family. It's to destroy the family paradigm where the mother is at home absolutely locking shit down, where it's fucking the home life and the home atmosphere is solid as a rock. Then the father goes out, earns the money and does the work to support the household and this and that and the other thing. And then at the end of the day, they always convene for this family dinner and they rebond over the, for having been gone from each other that day. And every single day that's reinforced. That bond is reinforced. That trust is reinforced. That love is reinforced. But they can't have that because when they try to take those kids and send them into the fucking work environment, they're going to be like, but my dad said, or but my mom said. They don't want none of that. They don't want you believing your mom and your dad. They want you believing the city, the state, the village, the whatever you're working for. That's now your God. The person that signs your check is now your God.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, that's what I mean. I got caught, in a job to where, I wasn't getting paid on time. I was working a ton of hours, and all this other bullshit. And I kind of got stuck to where I wasn't able to get out of that situation because I was being held hostage by my boss. And finally, I got the ability to get out of that. And now, in today's world, if I don't like something, I'm like, all right, fuck it. Bye. I don't care. Right. It's like you have no power over me anymore because I make more than what you pay me at this point. I'm making more than what you pay me. So this is just something I do on my own for my own sanity so that I'm not just by myself at home making stupid videos all the time.
Right.
It's like, it's like the moms who are actually homes, stay-at-home moms, they have their mom nights or whatever so that they can get some adult time other than just having, and it's the same thing. Same exact thing. It is. So I'm doing this and it's draining, but I love it. Like I wouldn't have it any other way because I need to stay busy. My mind has to stay busy.
Well, and also you get the pride. You get that confidence of knowing that you're not just putting out dumb shit. You're not doing an OnlyFans. You're not poisoning society.
You mean I'm not selling my butthole on one of my links?
Oh, I didn't check your links, but I will now.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm not. But
now, if you want to see Cliff's feet, he has a OnlyFans page for that.
Yeah, you can find me at cousinsonly.com.
Sorry,
trust me, he has spectacular feet. Folks.
I have
you got to go there and.
He's never seen him have the absolute worst feet.
He has this one little hair on his toe that just pops out, and
it's right on top of a mole.
When it gets peanut butter on it, whoo!
The dogs love it.
I love it when you break through that German chocolate cake.
Oh my gosh, I'm dead.
But yeah, dude, it's and that's so like if we rewind this back to when I first saw you. You had posted, I think it was you or somebody else had posted a video, and it was a video of you making an appearance in a courthouse or type setting. And then I was like, because I had noticed you a little bit here and there, and then I saw that video, and I was like, okay, this motherfucker's real. Let's hear what he has to say. And it was you in a courthouse providing, stating your case. Like you were actually doing real shit to try to stop things, to try to change things. And I respected the hell out of that. What was that? What was that scenario?
That was actually, so that was the school board meeting. And that was due to the fact that they tried making my oldest daughter, who was in 9th grade at the time, do an activity. And the activity was you pretend that you are now gay or lesbian and you are beginning your coming out journey. And this was in a school setting. And I'm like, and my daughter, she's fucking badass. She goes, fuck that. Walked out of the class.
Nice.
And 5 or 6 kids followed her out. I'm just like,
fuck yeah.
Proud dad moment. Yes. Best dad moment of all time. I was just like, yes, thank God. And they didn't have a school, and this happened in November of 2023. I want to, or no, 2024. Yeah, November 2024 is when it happened. So it happened literally the day before Thanksgiving break. And so getting a hold of like principals, I was like emailing them and like doing all this other bullshit. And then I was like, look, I'm either going to go on social media, and this is before I had any sort of platform whatsoever. I was like, I'm going to take it to social media, and I'm going to take it to Fox News. Like, that's what I'm going to do if you don't like address this. And the principal comes back, oh yeah, it's completely fine. Yeah, this is state curriculum now. I'm just like, the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And so I was like, when's the next school board meeting, which happened to be December 17th. So I ended up going to that. And I was nervous as hell as I was talking, because it's like I've never done any sort of like public speaking whatsoever.
Right.
And so I was just like, oh God, like nervous. And I was like trying to keep my cool and not just fucking jump over the desk to go do something, you know? And I said my piece. I did a media interview with NBC of all stations, which is at first I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. That's NBC. That's pretty liberal. I'm not with it. And then the guy's like, he's like, I voted for Trump. I'm like, he's like, I'll put you in a good light. Don't worry. I'm like, all right, bet. All right, bet. Let's do it.
That's like I had a guy last night. Well, he messaged me on Instagram, I don't know, several days ago or whatever, and I just got to it. I just saw it, but he's from this fucking big conservative network. You know, I might have an opportunity for you, Cliff, if you want to talk about this, blah, 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 blah. I told him right out of the gate, I'm like, I'll be honest with you up front. I don't claim teams. I'm not, I don't call myself a conservative.
I'm not one or the
I
other.
don't call myself a liberal.
Right.
I am America focused. And obviously I lean very heavily right on a lot, most broad spectrum issues and topics and situations. I lean heavily right, but I don't call myself that. If that's something you can work with, I'll be more than happy to hear what you're thinking. But if that's not, you know, have a great day. I'm glad you fucking reached out and this and that. But it's just that, like, you just put yourself in the exact position you need to be in so that other people that have to, for lack of better term, use you to maneuver you into these lights. Like you were just saying, the guy said, I'll put you in a positive light. You have to be that guy. Like you have to be honest with people right up front. If you expect that kind of treatment, so many times we see these interviews go so wrong because whoever was being interviewed was just excited about something. Oh no, I'm going to be in the spotlight. And then they're like, oh God.
No, but I told the guy, I was like, he actually showed up to my front door. Wow. He showed up to my front door. And I'm like, what the fuck? And that's what kind of got me. I was like, shit, dude, like my information's out there somewhere like this. And I understand it's a reporter and they can find shit differently than other people, but that's when I started like wiping my information off the internet. Like, you know, I started like searching all like the where's is my address on the internet, and I found it on like 50 different sites, and I fucking went to each one of those sites. I'm like, delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this. I went through every single one of them and did that took me like 2 days to do it, and now it's very, very difficult to find out where I live because of that, you know. And I think that I think there should be some sort of program where content creators can sign up for it and they scrub your shit from the internet.
It's kind of like a sites. VPN for your life.
Correct. Yeah, because like we are in danger. We are targeted. You know, and it's one of those things to where I get death threats on a daily basis. I'm sure you get the same. But every content creator that I know gets death threats on a daily basis. Now, 99.9999% of them are just fucking keyboard warriors who are like, I don't like what you said, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Okay, like
I invite him to my house.
Yeah, I hope you like lead poisoning. Like,
I flat out I've told a couple of them, be like, hey, you want to come to my house? What happens when the garage door closes is not my problem.
Yeah,
but I'll put you outside and like display you in what you're going to end up as, so everybody else can see.
I'll turn you into Miss fucking Autopsy 1999, bitch.
Yeah, well, I just got
shit on me.
There was a message that I got saying that I was on some sort of MAGA Nazi hit list.
Sweet.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, who else is on the list? Because I'll start tracking them. If they start dropping, I'll start thinking.
Well, no, that's the thing is these people will say shit like that with no factual basis whatsoever, and it's to try to scare you so that you're not actually going to post anymore. That's their tactic is let's scare these guys so they don't post anymore. Let's send them all the death threats, and it's like, bro, I post every single death threat publicly on my page. And people always ask me, why do you always post it? Well, if something does happen
Public
to me,
record now.
yeah,
Yep.
if something does happen to me, the police can go through my page and see all the death threats that I got from all these different people, and they can track down the IP addresses, which leads to the person, and then they can question them. Hey, where were you on, December 2nd at 9 p.m. at night, or like
Right.
whatever it is. It's a public record at that point. And so now that also will deter anybody from doing shit like that.
Right. Well, that's a lot of, like I say, like to hit on the reply to the comment thing, because reply to the comment is something that people tell me all day, every day. Reply to the comment. Because now, mind you, I've made in my social media, career here, I've made it pretty abundantly clear that I don't do clapbacks. I don't do all that shit. I'm on a mission. You're not going to take my focus. But everybody wants to hear what I say, because occasionally somebody will crawl under my skin and I'll have to go at them. And then I'll post that like I did the other day. I posted some messages. Some dude came at me and he was way in over his fucking head.
I was laughing my ass off on that one. Yeah, I was like, all right, good.
Yeah, so I'll post that stuff. But for the most part, like, I don't do all that shit. But everybody wants to still reply to the comment. And, and for anybody that's watching or listening, it's where they put the comment up and then they'll reply to it through a video. I don't do that shit, because all that does is train anybody that wants to attack you to come hard.
To comment. Yeah.
They're gonna come harder, come faster, come more frequent, because they know inevitably you're gonna give them airtime. And every single time that reply to the comment with the finger up, anybody ever does, that motherfucker that you're trying to shred just gained followers. He just gained, or she just gained followers, because somebody that follows you will go to their page and be like, oh, she's hot. Oh, he's awesome. Oh, I actually kind of like that idea. And then you gained him followers. So it's no, thank you.
That's why I always look when somebody makes a comment on my stuff, I'll click on their profile, and most of them have like 35, 40 followers or whatever, friends. And it's just like, you're not even worth my time. Those that have the bigger following, then I'll reply back to them and I'll fucking shred them. And it's just like, yeah, go fuck yourself, All the other little peon motherfuckers are just like, get the fuck out of here.
And here's another thing. And I know you guys are both, especially you, James, you're going to feel this. What is it with motherfuckers that have zero fucking following? Like, they have zero friends.
They have zero followers.
They have
zero followers.
Yeah, or not even so much actual zero followers, but like they have like 71 followers. Nobody engages, nobody listens, but then they want to come at somebody with 500,000 followers and start pissing down their fucking back. Like, that person isn't going to put that on the internet in front of millions of fucking people and make you want to hang yourself.
Dude, I had recently, Kayla got a death threat or a threat from this lady, right? And then Kayla texted to me. I'm like, oh, I'm going to make a video about this because fuck it. Why not? Like, I have the platform for it. So I'll go after other people because it's fun. I enjoy it. I don't mind it. So I made a video about this lady, and then she was on Facebook, right? And so my following, they love to go and leave little comments on on the public posts and shit, and then they'll send me the fucking like the comments and shit. I'll just sit there laughing, and it's like, yes, I don't mind them. Like, and never once do I ever want any of my following. Just so you guys know, if you're seeing this, never go out and send people death threats.
No,
like, if they do something horrendous, call their fucking work. I don't care. Leave them a comment saying, oh, wow, you're a piece of shit human being because you did this. Like, here, like, look, everybody, look what she does. Like, that's fine. Never go out and threaten people. That's not what we do here. That's a bullshit scapegoat type bullshit liberal thing to do. Like,
I was just about to say that.
And
with the left,
the friend circles that I've run in my day, I mean, you know, like a lot of my kind of people, as we can kind of probably attest to, trying to tell that are subline people, they get off on that because they'll come find you. Like, you want to fucking threaten me? Okay, let's do it. Like, I get my...
Well, it's a don't talk about it, be about it crew versus that's what we grew up with, is don't talk about it, be about it. But all of the liberals in today's world is, no, I'm going to talk about it, but I'll never be about it.
Right.
They'll say shit, but they won't back it up. And
Well,
then,
and then-
well, I was going to say, people always, I get the comment because I'll be like, dude, bring it. Like, I don't give a fuck. And people go, oh, well, you don't look very intimidating. Of course I don't. I don't look, you're right. I don't.
Neither
look
did Bruce Lee.
Yeah. I'm like, but
Exactly.
but here's a little, you know, like, go ahead. Yes, I'm not intimidating at all. Like, nature's warning signs for you.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I just had this conversation with a fighter buddy of mine. We were out in the fucking out and about, and we noticed there was an argument happening at this fucking store we were at, and I saw the one dude. He was super calm, and I was like, "That's the fucking guy." And my buddy Jacob's like, "That's the guy," and then we looked at his ears, and he had cauliflower ear. I was like, "That motherfucker's been boxed up a lot." There he going, fuck these motherfuckers up. And then I think somebody heard us laughing because we started getting a little out of control with it. And I think somebody heard us laughing, and because you saw one guy look at the side of his head, and then he started trying to calm the situation down.
Well, I had a situation about 1.5 or 2 years ago. I was out at the bars with my buddies, and there was a pretty girl. I went up to her and I was like, "Oh, hey, you know, you're pretty, you know, whatever." And I hit on her. She's like, "Oh, thank you so much." She's like, "I'm actually engaged." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, bye." You know, like, that was the end of the conversation, right?
Right.
Her fucking fiance comes up to me later that, "Hey, did you hit on my girl?" I'm like, "Yep." Like, "Yeah, I did." He's like, "What the fuck, bro? What, you want to get into it?" I'm like, I don't know why you're mad, man. Like, she told me she was engaged, and I walked away. Like, I don't know why you're,
Right.
what are you trying to do here?
Right.
And he's like, "Fuck you, dude. Let's fight. Let's fight." And then the guy's dad walks up to him. He goes, "Yeah, you don't want to do that." And he goes, "Look at his ears." And the guy looks, and he's like, turns around, walks away. I'm just like, okay. Like, dude, like, yeah, I said your girlfriend was hot. I hit on her. You should take that as a fucking compliment.
Yeah.
It's a
Right.
compliment to you, dude. Like, good job, man.
Nice pull,
job.
bro. You know?
Like, hey, you punched above your weight class. Good, proud of you, man. And, but he wants to be like, "I'm a tough guy. Fight you now." Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, that's like, I get in fights with people all the fucking time, you know, or used to, you know, because I'm the big dude, you know, I'm always the big guy in the circle. In fact, the first time when I went over to your house, Dave, you're like, "Holy fuck, you're a lot bigger than I remember."
No, come on, man. You're short like a midget. Let's just be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. You don't look the biggest on camera. You know, like
he's
I
big.
thought. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I'm fucking small. I'm a small guy, dude. I'm 5 foot.
I'm 6'2", 284 right now.
Yeah, I'm 5'9", 180 pounds. Which,
Yeah.
well, actually 175 is really what I'm
But
at.
see,
Which I'm a
you're
little
the-
bit overweight, got a little belly to me, but you know.
You little motherfuckers are the ones to worry about. See, us big dudes, if we get a hold of you, you're fucked. But you little guys, let me tell you a story about a little guy. And I've told this story before, so if you've heard it, just bear with me. But I worked at a place called Lester's, right? Lester's Material Service, and I was one of the mechanics, and we had all these Mexicans for the brick crews. They do bricklaying and all that stuff. So all the Mexicans would get together, and they would fucking get all the trucks out in front of the shop door, and I'd fix their saws, their trucks, their trailers, all their lights and shit like that. And then they would all head out for the day to do their thing. One morning, I'm fixing this pull cord on a fucking steel saw, and there's this commotion happening right outside my fucking bay door. This big Mexican motherfucker, he's walking around and he's just taking it out on people. He woke up today with a mission to ruin other people's fucking day. And he was a big motherfucker, like the kind of big that you're like, fuck
even
me,
you
dude,
think
I'm
he's
sorry.
big, yeah.
You know, well, next thing you know, this little teeny fucking Mexican, I'm watching him. He starts doing all this shit in the truck, jumps out of this fucking 7-ton truck, and he walks up to the dude. They had a little bit of words, and the big dude goes, blah, 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 bam, and pushes this motherfucker, and he landed on his ass. That little dude bounced off of his ass like his fucking butt cheeks were made of springs, and he proceeded to take apart that big motherfucker in a way that you couldn't describe in any other way than like if a cat got a hold of you and they were just, this big dude couldn't find him. He just like couldn't find him. He's just like, oh my God, I can't get over. And next thing you know, he fucking big dude's laying on the ground, fucking just wheezing.
Like a spider monkey. You know?
Yeah.
Just all over the place.
You little guys
It's
are
like-
fucking wiry.
Yeah.
Well, see, I was trained. I wrestled for 27 years. I did judo for 15 years. So I'm very well trained in physical combat. Like I can definitely handle myself. But it's like I don't fight fair either. I'm gonna kick your knee out.
Yeah, I don't fight I fight to win, not to fight, not fighting morally.
Exactly.
I'm gonna kick you in the balls. I'm gonna gouge your eyes. I'm gonna hit you in the throat. I'm gonna kick your knees out. Like I'm not winning. I'm not fighting to prolong the fight. I'm fighting to end the fight as quickly as possible.
Yeah. And see me, and I fight like with a little bit more vindictive because I've been blessed with living multiple different lives. So I've had to do these things, you know, throughout my life. And I end up being that guy that like, I want to leave a mark. Okay. So like, and I want that mark to be noticeable. I want that mark to be memorable.
Like Inglourious Bastards, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't watch movies. So
He doesn't.
yeah, I don't watch movies.
He doesn't watch. He doesn't watch movies. He doesn't watch TV.
I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I don't watch anything.
Cliff, I will say that is one of the funniest and greatest movies.
I'll have to take a look at it.
It is just
Yeah, it is.
for all the Nazis that were being Nazis, they surrendered. They would carve the swastika on their forehead.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that everybody knew that they were a Nazi for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, that's cool. But see, that's along the lines of what I like to do. Like, I like to give you a reminder every time you look in the mirror. Yep. And the last time, and this is what this is when I took it way too far. Like, or when I started realizing
broken nose.
Yeah, like the last big fight I was in, my buddies had to pull me off because this was in the skin life. We didn't really pull anybody off of anybody. Like, you're gonna handle this shit, and then we'll be done. Yeah. They fucking pulled me off because I was going to blind him. Like, I wanted to blind him in one eye. I took my fucking knife out after I got him on the fucking ground because I'll be honest with you, he whooped up on me a little bit. Like, I was all the way there. I was bleeding too, but I got on top of that motherfucker and I was just going to carve a little hole in his fucking left eye. And that's when my buddy was like, what? And I'm out of here,
let's not do that. Let's not do that.
So that's why I try to stay out of fights because I want this to ruin you. If we get in a fight, you come at me, I want you to go home and hang yourself. Like I wanna, and that's where I go now. Like I don't really physical fight anymore because everything's internet now. So it's you don't really have that. So now with the internet fighting, you got to take it to another level. Like if you have the balls to come at me. Not everybody. Like I always say, 99% of these fucking people, like I don't even pay attention to. Like I've got so much hate from every direction. White people, black people, women, men, fags, not fags, fucking, the good gay ones, the bad gay ones, the trannies, the fucking blacks, the Mexicans.
Conservatives, liberals.
Yeah, conservatives and liberals especially. I get it from every fucking direction, so I just don't even pay attention to it. But every now and then, I pay attention. And when that happens, I'm not going to fucking stop until you're literally looking at a gun barrel sitting on your fucking lap, contemplating on nibbling on it. Like, I want you to fucking die.
Well, see, I grew up in a time to where if you got in a fight with someone, and we're all the same age, so you can attest to this, but when we were kids, you fought someone, and at the end of the fight, you shook hands, and you probably became best friends after that. That's what it was. Like,
exactly.
You would hate someone so much that you guys would clash, and after whoever won didn't matter. You shook hands and you became fucking best friends for the rest of your life.
Yep. I like your style, bro. Oh fuck!
Dude, don't let them. I didn't mean to make you cry, Cliff, but that's what we're missing in today's world. Is everybody's so? If you take liberals and conservatives, right, and we have so much more in common than we have in disagreement, and people don't understand that. It's like. You have a different lived experience than I have, right? I've lived a certain way. I've gone through different struggles than you have, and vice versa. I view things from a different lens than you view them.
Right.
And they go, well, I hate you for that. And you can get into a verbal debate, a verbal fight, if you will, with these people. But it's always going to end the same because they don't want to open their minds to, oh, well, you know, it makes sense. This person has lived a different life than me, different lived experiences, has experienced different things from different people.
Right.
And they're not willing to take that. They don't have the empathy, which I fucking, like Charlie Kirk said, I hate that word because it is bullshit. It's sympathy for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they have the empathy or sympathy for other bullshit that they've never had to go through. So they're willing to hear other people's bullshit, but because you think differently from them, they're like, I fucking hate you and I hope you die. And it's like, that makes no sense. Like, you know, like, do you like tacos? Well, yeah. Okay, let's go get tacos and not talk about politics.
Yeah. Or let's better yet, let's go get fucking tacos and talk about all the things that you don't like about me. We'll do that first. We'll talk about the things about me you don't like. We'll get through that. We'll have a conversation. We can maybe work some of this out. Maybe you're misinformed. Maybe you got a little bit different view you'll have a little bit different view after we have a real conversation. Exactly. Let's just sit down and talk about this shit. But yeah, and that's one of the most wild fucking rivalries is the conservative fucking Democrat. Like I can't get in with each one of them because they're both the same monster now. Like it's
you have the far right, and then you have the far left.
Those you got the far middle right here, baby.
Yep, you got the far middle, but the far right and the far left are the same people. Literally same exact people. They're just fighting for different things. You know, the left, and this has been said multiple times, they care more about the outside world than they care about their families, right? And that's why they're willing to cut their families off so quickly. The right wants to take their immediate family, friends, people that they love and care for. That's who matters to them. If it's affecting them, that's they don't want it, right? And then they'll move out to the further people, you know, and it's one of those things where you know, it's a difference of opinion, a difference of lived experience, but neither side is willing to be like, you know what, let's come together and figure out what our commonalities are versus hating each other all the time. Because my best friend, I'll be completely honest, my best friend is liberal.
Yeah.
My best friend is liberal. I golf with him all the time. He lives a couple houses up from me. He knows what I post online, and he knows my thought process and everything like that. And every once in a while, we'll have a debate about politics, but it's nothing that's like, neither of us are like, oh, well, I fucking hate you because you believe this. It's just, okay, well, thanks for sharing your point of view. I appreciate that. I can see why you would think that, having lived that experience.
Right. Yeah, and that's awesome of that dude. Like, he's a stand-up motherfucker for being like that, because you don't whether it's left or right anymore, you just don't find it. Right? People on the right. So like, you know, they used to say it's an 80-20 all the time. No matter you get just left of 0 degrees, and it's 80-20. 80% of the Democrats are normal. 20% are weird. 80% of the conservatives are normal. Right. But now I think what has happened. That 20% has become more of like a 60%. Like,
I would say
everybody's driven.
20% became 6. Okay, yes.
Yeah,
I got it. Yeah, I thought you were 40 around
those wild outliers are now taking over the fucking parties.
On both sides, though.
Yeah, on both sides, absolutely. And that's the most disappointing thing for me, is watching the conservative party crumble. Like, every fucking conservative out here can't seem to figure out a commonality to talk with another conservative if they disagree, which is fucking weird, because that seems to be a very left thing.
That used to be our strong suit. Hey, I disagree with you, but we'll agree to disagree and move on. Let's go.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure there's things that you and I disagree on completely. And same with me and David and you and David and so on and so forth. But we're not sitting here like, I hate you guys for believing whatever this is. Who cares? Like, who cares? Hey, you know what? Different lived experience. That's what it comes down to.
And one thing that I found out is, like, you can have those conversations, like, arguments, like you disagree with a conservative or somebody on the left, and they, it doesn't matter if it's the left or if it's the right, they go right into the insulting and just like they don't want to have that conversation to, be like, okay, well, so what? We disagree, but we can still talk about it. Maybe Cliff, you said we may have different viewpoints, but maybe your viewpoints are something I don't understand, or maybe my viewpoints are something that you don't understand of the situation that's going on. Instead, everybody's just like got the blinders on. It's like,
it's
no,
ego.
you're fucking wrong.
Anything out of this purview is wrong, and I hate you.
It's ego. It's people all want to believe they've got it figured out, and you don't.
I literally said that in a video. I think yesterday. I said the reason that I said because and I'm going to take the Renee Good thing is, and I said this in a video, is that the left is not willing to admit that the ICE officer did nothing wrong, even with the new footage. And one of the biggest reasons that the liberals are not showing the actual footage of the even if it's a cell phone or a body cam, doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it's a cell phone, but it shows without a doubt that she hit him and he fired back.
See, and go ahead, Dave.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how the edit in the video starts and stops when they want it?
Yes,
because it needs to fit their narrative.
That was my point. Is they said, and every single one of them did the exact same thing. They go, "Oh, she said, I'm not mad at you. We are good." And then after shooting her, he called her a fucking bitch. That's all. That's the only thing they took from that video. And I'm like, well, why aren't you showing the video? Because it ruins your entire narrative. If someone hit me with a fucking car, I'm calling them a fucking bitch. Period. And like, you're a fucking bitch if you hit me with a car.
See, and I want to take a little bit more center on this, far middle approach to this, because this is where I'm at. Two things can be true at the same time, and I think that liberals and conservatives have both forgotten about this. Two things can be true at the same time. The world can be a better place without that bitch here. And it could be that the agent didn't need to shoot her. I mean,
I
really honestly,
agree with
because so one of my best friends is Dominic Izzo. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but you should be, because he's awesome. Check out Dominic Izzo.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
How do I spell it?
Izzo.
Okay, Dominic. That's my brother's name. So hold on. All right, Dominic Izzo, 122,000. I just followed him.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
Let him know I followed him.
And he's one of my best friends. But
oh yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, his whole fucking
he's cool.
Yeah, well, he's the one that got me fired. He got me refired up into podcasting and put me where I'm at and got me to get where I'm at. But anyway, his whole thing is taking cops and holding them to account. So most of these fucking cop lover fucking sites out here, pages out here, influencers out here, they all just want to blow the fucking cops and say they're nothing but ever right? Cops are the best. Cops are the fucking most amazing.
Because I've had bad run-ins with cops. I've had good run-ins with cops. They're not all the same.
Right. Well, and Dominic, his whole thing is tactics, rational tactics, the logic behind police tactics, and whether or not they were executed the way they should have been and needed to be, given the actual parameters of the situation. And I really like his breakdown of this. He said no. He's like, it's a bad shoot. When it all first came out, we only had some of the shit. He looked at it and he's like, you're not going to want to hear this, people, but that's a bad shoot. He didn't need to shoot her. What kind of jackass stands in front of a fucking car to stop the car? See, and that was one of the biggest fucking issues for me, is everybody's like, she hit him. Why the fuck was he in front of the car? Because if that was a liberal in front of the car of an ICE agent, we all laugh at these people like, this dumb motherfucker standing in front of a fucking SUV thinking they're going to fucking stop this thing from rolling. What kind of idiot does that? But when we turn the fucking table and we put a fucking ICE agent in front of a fucking car, he's no longer retarded. Like, he's no longer stupid. This is no longer stupid.
I think one of the issues, though, and I will say this, is the one ICE officer comes up and says, get out of your car, gives her a
legal command.
Legal command, hey, park your car, get out. And then her wife says, drive, baby, drive, which then changes the entire scenario. And he was actively walking around the car. He didn't just stopped in front of the car.
Well, he kind of did. I mean, let's be honest. He kind of
For
did.
like a split second, yes. But
That's
then
how he got hit. Because if he wouldn't have got hit if he just kept walking around the car.
But she did slam on the gas.
Yes, she did.
And hit him.
Right.
Yes, she did.
And so then it becomes a justified shoot after that.
But is it though?
Scenario.
Because here now, but just think about this. So Dominic brought up a really good point on this, and I do go to Dominic for law enforcement because I mean we're all the same people. None of us know law enforcement tactics.
So yeah.
But he said he's like, well, what did he think was going to happen when he shot her? You have a moving 4,000-pound SUV, and you just shot the driver. What did he think was going to happen with that? Did he think that she was going to lock up the brakes? Or maybe could it be that
Blame
you
on the
just
gas.
killed the driver of a moving 4,000-pound SUV that could go plow through the crowd?
Yeah. That
So-
also makes sense.
So two things can be true. Maybe she didn't need to get shot, but she definitely shouldn't have been there. And maybe the world's better without her. You know, I mean, I in this case scenario, like obviously I'm going to side with the ICE agent. Like, bitch, if you weren't there agitating everything and being paid to do so, allegedly, none of this would ever happen. You inserted yourself into
home
a
with your
situation,
6-year-old
created another situation, and then died because of it. And now you want sympathy from me? Go fuck yourself.
Yep. I completely agree with that. And I've said this in videos. Should she have been shot? I don't know. I don't know. But
Right.
did she get shot? Yes.
Yeah.
And is it going to come out as a justified shooting? Most
Probably.
likely, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. With all the new evidence and everything like that, yeah, it's probably going to come out in the ICE officer's favor. Did he make tactical mistakes? Yes. Should he be reprimanded for those mistakes? Absolutely. You know, and so there's so many variables to everything going on, and the only variable that the left is saying, well, she was murdered in cold blood. Well, no, she really wasn't. She was disobeying lawful orders. You know, she did hit the officer, regardless if he was in a poor tactical position or not. That's beside the point.
And here's the other fucking problem though with this situation is because, and this is the problem I've always had with cops, and I still to this day have with cops. These motherfuckers go to training for 6 weeks and they can control your life. They can end your life, they can ruin your life, or they can make your life flourish with 6 weeks of 8 hours a day. Like, go fuck yourself. How is this okay?
That's one of the things that I've
Definitely.
always been a proponent of or a champion of is giving officers more training, because 6 weeks definitely isn't enough. I wrestled for 27 years. Do you think that I was good at wrestling within 6 weeks?
No.
Absolutely the fuck not.
No.
How long is boot camp? 6 months.
Right.
Boot camp for our military is 6 months, and they're doing it day in, day out. It's not 8 hours a day. They're doing it for 12 to 14 hours a day, and they're lucky if they get 3 to 4 hours of sleep.
Well, they
And
say it
day
takes
in,
10,000
day out.
hours to become proficient at something. How many does 10,000 hours fit into 6 weeks? I don't fucking think so.
Absolutely
No.
You know,
No.
Let's see.
not at
Hold
all.
on. There's what? That's 45 days, right?
yeah,
So
something
45 times 24. That's 1,080 hours.
Like that. Yeah. So you need 10
So we're
times
way
that.
off.
There's only, and that's 24 hours a day though. That's not the 8 hours. You know, so
Right.
that's literally, and there's only 2,080 hours in a work year.
Yep.
So you can't be proficient at your job unless you work there for 5 years.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
And this is the thing that people all don't understand. And here's the other thing is that when you compile the issue that is automatically created when somebody jumps to conclusions on time, just jumping to conclusions is a problem of its in and of itself. And that's why you'll never
all
see
do
me
it.
like react on the internet to anything that just happened, because we don't have all the information. And I'm not going to say this because it looks like we should say that. And then tomorrow when all this other stuff comes out, I have to do a retraction. No, thank you. But when jumping to conclusions is a problem in and of itself. But when you compile on that, the ignorance of all of us people who all want to hit the internet and talk about situations like we're a fucking, we're a court-appointed
Expert on this-
attorney on this shit,
We're an expert on every single situation that ever happens.
Yeah.
We have a law degree in the Constitution and international affairs and police tactical awareness and this. No, we don't. We're fucking
How to
retards
handle
with a
foreign
phone.
wars.
We're retards with a phone. Just remember that.
Right. Yeah, if everybody could just remember, we're kind of just monkeys at this point still that have phones. Like if you're not at the top, you're at the bottom, and the top is the WEF. I don't know, maybe have meetings at the White House. You're on the top, but when you just when you're just an asshole with a cell phone and a small following, you're still retarded. You're still at the bottom.
And that's what I say. I'm just a dumbass with a phone, and I interpret situations a certain way. And I just give you my honest opinion on what it is. And I've said multiple times, she didn't deserve to die. Like, and that's what it came down to. Is she did not deserve to die. No. Like, I don't think anybody is like, oh yes. But then now there's, it's like after the left and after you find out what the type of person she was and everything else, it's like,
it's a Bob Ross situation. Happy accident.
Well, then you look at us right now. We all agree that she probably didn't deserve to get shot and killed, right? She didn't deserve to die. We're not celebrating her death, but now let's revert back to Charlie Kirk. As soon as Charlie Kirk got assassinated, you had everybody on the left, a lot of people on the left celebrating his death. Yeah,
they were doing like, this thing. They dressed up for him as Halloween. They're just they're horrible human beings. I'm sorry, but the people that are on the left, and it's the 60%, like Cliff was saying, that 60% of people are human vitriol piece of shit. Harry Sisson, Josh the Progressive, all those, Chris Valenti, all those motherfuckers, they are the worst human beings that this planet has to offer. Because they don't care about the truth. They care about propaganda and getting their check from the DNC.
Well, and that's the problem with all of the internet now is like you've either got the left influencer who's getting paid by the DNC, or you get the right influencer who's getting paid. And I say getting paid as a metaphorical situation. They might be getting checks, or they might be getting opportunities, whatever. They might be getting backing.
Yeah, give me those. What the fuck?
But they get both sides have these incentives. If we need to stop incentivizing division, and that's the problem. And that's where I'm at with this whole far middle thing. Like, stop incentivizing division. Let's all just sit at this fucking table and have this conversation. Let's all point at the problem. Let's all physically point at the problem, and then we're all going to talk about what we're pointing at.
What's your solution? What's your solution?
Exactly.
That's what it comes to. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's figure out what everybody's solution could be, and then find the best between all of those different solutions.
You can do an amalgamation even.
Yeah. Well, that's the point, is you take the best from all solutions, amalgamate it, and now you have a solution that everybody's happy with, and that everybody can come together and stop fucking being dickheads to each other.
Right.
Could
you imagine a world where nobody's a dickhead to each other for a minute? Holy shit.
Great. I need to use the restroom real quick.
I don't know.
I'll do it.
Be right back.
I don't know what I would do with myself if we had a world like that.
Yeah. No, that's fucking wild.
As our guest leaves.
People got to piss. We're getting towards the end anyway.
It happens. You're the master when it comes to that.
Well, it hasn't quit yet.
No.
I didn't hear. Well, we lost Cliff yet.
I think this will be like the first show we haven't had an issue like that.
I think I have had a show or two now that I haven't had any issues, but I don't remember which ones they were. Yeah, I don't remember which ones they were.
Because most of ours we've had the little blips here and there. And so far, like, even your video hasn't had a blip. So, right. Like, sometimes it has. It's like, okay, everything's running smooth. Like, all right, fuck yeah. It's like that guy from Dazed and Confused.
Oh,
all right. Good old Matthew McConaughey right there. See, you've watched some movies. Shit.
I've watched some movies, but that's the extent of it. Like, I don't watch TV. I don't watch Stranger Things. I don't watch any of the fucking Game of Thrones. I don't watch anything. Like, I have too much shit going on to be spending any time watching anything. Plus, I just
Yeah.
don't like to. You know, like I don't like to.
Well, and for me, 9 times out of 10, I have stuff on like the TV, and I'm on my phone, just like scrolling, like okay, just researching shit. It's like okay,
Right.
all right, yep.
See,
Then,
now
there was a funny moment.
if I'm doing something like that, my go-to show is Great British Bake Off.
Never heard of it.
Oh, dude, Paul Hollywood's on there, and I love Paul Hollywood, but he's the host and shit. I love British Bake Off is the fucking greatest, and it's British, so they're not such fucking prudes. Like they'll do sex jokes with the fucking people that are baking and shit. Like it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah, usually I'll just have like Big Bang Theory or something in the background.
Yeah, me too.
And just
Big Bang's my
some white noise.
Big Bang is my go to bed show. I have that shit just playing every night going to bed. Because the wife likes TV at bed and I don't like TV at bed, so we compromise and we just turn what I like on TV. She loves Big Bang too, but like, and we've fucking seen that series a million fucking times.
I have it bad because we have a 24/7 channel of that. So
yeah,
that will just play and it'll just go through every episode, every season, and then once it ends, it restarts.
That's awesome.
Well, what show is this?
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah,
I do enjoy that show though.
Because we were just talking about when you were taking a leak that like I don't watch movies, I don't watch TV, but when I do, like if I have something on, typically it's either Big Bang Theory, Bob Ross, or fucking Great British Bake Off. Yeah, I'm a Bob Ross. I'm a Bob Ross fanatic, dude. I got so much Bob Ross shit.
The only thing you're missing is I know what I'm getting you for Halloween.
Yeah.
The Bob Ross wig.
Yeah, I'll rock that shit.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I got
for Halloween.
I got a shelving unit full of Bob Ross collectible shit.
Dude, that's so rad.
Well, here's the thing though. He was okay. So like when I was a kid, my dad beat the fuck out of me every day. Like the dog pissed on the rug, he beat the fuck out of me. Mom pissed him off, stole his money, beat the fuck out of me. My retarded sister, who is actually mentally handicapped and 10 years older than me, she fucked up. He beat the fuck out of me. The only fucking happiness I could ever find was Bob Ross on the TV. Yeah. So, so I became a Bob Ross fan. But we were talking about how, if I've got like my show, like if I'm going to actually just sit and watch TV, it's Great British Bake Off. I love Baking Championship. Like
I love the Gordon Ramsay one with the kids.
Oh, Master Chef Junior.
Dude,
my wife watches some of that.
Because you just see a completely different side of him and like how like
such an asshole.
Yeah, he's so gentle and it's like, okay, like I like this Gordon. I also like when he's a dickhead.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I love that.
But for me, it's like I like when my wife will have that on. I like watching the kids because you can literally see hope building in their little eyes. Yeah, like for the future. Well, like I could actually do this. Going. This is something I could be good at. I like that.
And some of those kids cook better than most of us.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Come on. We're cavemen. Like I could cook a mean steak and make.
Hey, I'm a cave them. Excuse me.
Oh, geez, here we go with that shit. I told you, Cliff. We're not addressing you like that.
Have you guys met Brittany?
Cliff, Brittany bitch.
Cliff, have you met? You've seen Brittany before.
Brittany, which Brittany?
Oh, hold on. You're gonna love this. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
As he scoots his chair back, this is weird.
Hold on.
This has me scared.
Oh yes, I didn't know her name, but I got it.
I'm starting to get scared.
I think you'll probably recognize it after when he comes
I probably
back.
will. I've probably seen it. This is gonna be all right. Let's do this.
Hi guys, it's Brittany. Oh my gosh, how you doing today? I can't believe the ICE officer killed that lady. Oh my gosh. My name's Brittany, guys.
I don't even know how to handle this. Like, the blue hair is what fucks me up. Like, I can't. If you're not watching right now, fucking James has killed the camera and come back as his alter ego, Brittany. The blue-haired, septum pierced. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes.
All right,
everybody.
Brittany, give us your take on what happened up there in Minnesota, Chef. Can you?
Oh my God. Well,
show us your tits.
Murdered her. The ICE officer murdered her in cold blood.
And what are you
She
gonna do
even
about
said
it?
that she wasn't mad at him. And then he called her a fucking bitch. Can you believe that?
Yes, I can.
I'm gonna laugh my fake ass teeth out of my fucking mouth again. It happened with Ant, dude. When I had Ant on the show, I almost laughed my fucking teeth out of my mouth.
Also, holy hell.
You look cute with the nose ring. You should leave that one in.
Oh, wait, hold on.
There you go.
Oh my gosh,
like, that-
guys.
Can we be done, society, please, with the septum rings? For fucking sake.
Dude, I'm like bright red right now because I'm laughing so hard.
We gotta leave this in. We gotta leave this in.
That somebody
That's a clip.
told me after I did that video of the trans black woman, like when I was like, as a trans black woman, I can speak on this situation. Dude, they were like, you need to make that a whole character.
That's like Josh, the God, what's his life? You know who he is. He's a guy that he like walks around. He's like trans native.
Oh yeah, I've seen him. He's actually from Chicago.
Yeah, dude. He's been going door to door to people's houses. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you're gonna get yourself shot. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? That is not smart. Like, even if they have like the rainbow, like you never know. These people aren't mentally stable.
Right.
Like,
And dude, and some of these motherfuckers, I've seen the internet. They'll hit you with one of their fucking dildos and take your fucking head clean off because the motherfucker's as big around as a goddamn garbage
have
can.
you seen that girl that lifts up the fucking like 3-foot dildo?
Yeah. Well, fuck it. Excuse me, women. What's with the tentacles? Why are we doing the tentacle thing?
What the fuck is with that?
Holy shit!
I
is up
forgot
with
what it
that?
was called, but there's a new thing that they stuff fish inside themselves, like real live fish. Like, and my first thought was like, how the fuck you get it out? That dorsal fin's gonna lock up and fuck your world up.
What?
Yeah, look it up. It's big in Japan.
Oh my god.
Shocking. Something fucking fish is big in
Well,
Japan.
there was that one video of that one chick who did it with like a salmon or something like that, or a trout or something. And it like it blew up on the internet and like became this huge, like, this was like a year or two ago, if I remember correctly. But people like got her banned off the internet for doing that shit.
Oh god, yeah. It's
Yeah,
That's just
it's like
fucked
what
up.
are you doing? What are like?
well, at least you
can't
know
just
that.
get like a dildo or maybe a frozen hot dog or something. I mean,
Well, at least you know that when you see a broad sticking a fish in her pussy, that fish ain't ruining nothing. That bitch is already beat.
her pH balance is not quite there.
It's like the back of my hand. It's pH balance for a man, or strong enough for a man, but pH balance for a woman.
That was, oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right,
we have come off the tracks.
Yeah. Hey, it took us an hour and a half to actually get all the way off the tracks this time. So
Fuck, we stayed on topic for a while. That
yeah.
Yeah.
for
So,
people who have
usually-
ADHD and autism, that's pretty damn good. I think we
Who's
should
on
give like a
ADHD?
double.
Oh, really? Really? I had no
I just
idea that I had something to make fun of you about.
No, I have ADHD. That is a form of autism, I believe.
Yeah, that's me. ADHD.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So
I love when people say I don't act like that because I'm I'm ADD, and I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm ADHD, so I'm you on cocaine and methamphetamine. So fuck with me, try me.
Well, as you can tell, like I fucking went to the doctor. I'm like, yeah, I have ADHD, and they're like, no, you don't. I'm like, yes, I do. And they're like, all right, we're gonna give you. They're like, yep, you pass with flying colors. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then they prescribed me fucking Adderall. I took it once. I'm like, nope, I don't like it. Not
It's
doing it again.
cocaine. I love Adderall. It's amazing. I love Adderall. Ah.
His eyes get huge. Adderall.
So, anyways, guys, let me tell you about this.
Dude, I took fucking
I need to tell you about my business.
I took a bunch of fucking Adderall XRs one day, and it was like 3 days of fucking rolling my balls off. I'm like, dude, we give this shit to kids. Holy fuck.
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't like how it made me feel. It made me feel like fucking like I was like shaky. I was like, I don't like it.
I used to be a cokehead,
nice.
so I'm like, okay, this is the shit right here. I got to get away from this. This is awesome.
Well, see, like me and my wife, we were both down that road, you know, did the coke and all that stuff. But she had ADHD and she had to take the medicine for it. But what they don't tell you is when you try to come off the medicine after you've been taking it for many, many years, it's like worse detox than coming off hardcore drugs.
Yeah, it's like Zoloft and all that shit, antidepressants. Trying to get off of those fucking things is a 2.5-year battle, they say.
Yeah.
Dude, well, did you also know that every single mass shooter, every single one has been
SSRIs.
on, 100% of them have been on SSRIs.
Yep.
It's just no shit.
When did mass shooting start? When SSRIs came into play.
Yeah.
So what does that tell us?
Yeah. Kind of like when did the body positivity movement end? As soon as Ozempic hit the shelves. Kind of odd how that coincided, ain't it?
Well, no, there's still those fat positivity fucking influencers that I'd make videos on those people all the time.
Yeah, you are positively fat.
You're positively morbidly obese.
Yeah.
Hey, I just made one literally the other day. Like I think it was yesterday or the day before I made one. Not even joking. Here, hold on, let me see. I think it was yesterday.
Name one thing I can't do as a fat woman. Touch your
Sit in
feet.
an airplane. Sit in an airplane seat.
Yeah. We can go on for days.
Go on a Disney ride.
Like Tom McDonald said, live past 42.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit! No, I did one yesterday. I think it was yesterday
Run
or
a
the day
quarter mile.
before. But it was this one where they go, they go,
Walk.
what category of fat do you think do I fit in? And I was and then I cut it and I'm like, morbidly obese. You fit into the morbidly obese category. Like, what the fuck else do you think that? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, the fuck?
I'm in the junior mobily obese or whatever. I'm the junior. Come on, man. It's like you go to like Wendy's or McDonald's or something like that. You have your junior bacon cheeseburger, and you got the big boy, and then the bigger one. So I'm the junior.
I'm junior fat.
I'm junior fat.
Come on, nigga. I'm junior fat.
I'm junior fat,
59
motherfucker.
Kenny, that's a pretty motherfucker. That's my dream car. Let me tell you what.
But I'll never fit in the Fiat.
That's my new character, Junior Fat.
Junior fat.
You sound like Fat Albert, bro.
Hey.
Hey. That's better than that. You know why? I can't deal with this shit anymore because you know why? Because all these motherfuckers just they want to crawl under my skin and they don't let me have my peace.
Yeah, I remember
kill a motherfucker.
Oh, you sent me that voice message like a couple weeks ago, and I was fucking dying. I was fucking dying. This guy, I forget what I did something, and I sent it to him, and he goes, "Oh my god, it was that Matt Chappell." Oh, that fucker. You remember that? Where he sent me the fucking DM. Oh, take my dick out of your mouth, and I'm like, bro, why are you talking about dicks in people's mouths?
Right.
Why do you want your dick in another man's mouth? Like what?
Because he's coming out of the closet.
Yeah. But so this guy, he made a video about me, right? One of my followers on Facebook sent it to me. So I go, okay. Go to his page, and he blocked me on Instagram. So the fucker blocks me on Instagram, posts the video on Instagram, and it goes over to his Facebook. Didn't think about blocking me there. I'm like, bitch, like.
Well, you're bigger.
I'm bigger than you here. Like, what are you even doing? Like, you want to get fucked up? Okay, game on. So I go to his page. I'm like, hey man, thanks for tagging me, or I mean blocking me after posting this. And so he sends me a voice message, and in the voice message, he's like, motherfucker, I don't even know who you are. Blah blah blah. After making a video about me, I'm like. And he's like, take my big end dick out of your mouth, blah blah blah. You know, and take your 4-inch dick out of your own mouth. I'm just like, damn, you gave me 4 inches? Fuck, dude, thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
That's 2 more than I got. All right.
2 inches, tippy toes, baby, on a good day.
Let's go. So then I take his video. And then I stitch part of it, and then I was like, oh, but this is you in my DMs, right? And I just played it. I'm like, damn, bro, you sure do talk about having your dick in a lot of men's mouths. Like, you want to tell anybody anything? And I just left it at that. Like, I made like 5 videos about me after that because he got so fucking triggered.
Dude, yeah.
I'm like, dude, you hate white people so much, yet you married a white lady.
Right.
I'm like, and then you have your teenage daughter, who you have say racist ass shit on film, so that you have plausible deniability.
Right.
I'm like, you're a terrible human being, dude. You're a terrible father.
Yeah, that dude loves to use my shit.
Yeah. You were telling me that, but I'm like, you use your daughter. Like, who fucking uses their kid for clicks and views?
I don't even put my kids on the internet. Like, what kind of fucking dickbag father puts your children on the internet when your whole thing on the internet is talking truth, waking motherfuckers up and pissing people off? Like, what the fuck is your deal, dude?
What's your issue? Like, every once in a while, I'll have like a story. If it's like my daughter's birthday or something, we'll go out to dinner or something like that. Like, whatever. But that's not for clicks and views.
Right.
That's not like I'm not using that to promote my fucking. It's just like shout out to my daughter. Like, I'm super lucky to have my kids, and whatever. Like, but it's like on my page, you're really never gonna see my kids unless you scroll down to the very, 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 very bottom when I didn't delete any of the original posts. And by now you have to scroll through 4,000 videos. So good luck. It's gonna take you 6 months.
Especially, I gotta wait.
Yep.
I gotta wait.
And guess what? Someone calls you and you answer that call.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Now you're starting over.
Yeah.
I've been there.
So I can't even get down that far. So good luck, guys.
Let's wrap this shit up on that note, guys. Girl Dad Official, James Murphy, thank you for being with us. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Thegirldadofficial on everything.
All right. Pretty quick.
Pretty easy.
Want to rep your Heartbeat brand hat there? Make yourself some money?
Dude, we got the Heartbeat brand. If you go to theheartbeatbrand.com and put in my name, Thegirldadofficial, and then you get 25% off. And they're freaking literally most comfortable hats I've ever had. I'm not just saying that. I have, if I show you here, watch. Hold on. 1 second. Let me show you. This is just like a small amount of hats that I have. They're just like right here. I have probably 80 more upstairs. But yeah, I wear hats every single day. So people send me hats all the time. These are by far the most comfortable hats I have ever worn in my life.
That's awesome. So check them out at heartbeatbrand.com.
Yeah. The Girl Dad Official for 25% off.
Dave, let them know where you can find you.
All right, y'all can find me over there on Instagram and Facebook. The Hammer Drops everywhere. Actually, if you just put it in Google, the Hammer Drops podcast, I'm going to be first page hit on everything. So visit the website, thehammerdrops.com. And if you don't mind, Cliff, don't forget Friday the 16th, I go live on Facebook since I hit 10,000 followers. Cliff here will be joining me over there along with Conservative Willie. It's going to be a banner of a show. You're going to want to check that out on Facebook.
Live show action.
Does that go live on all of your guys' accounts when you do that? Or just yours?
Not yet. It will one day.
I can make it do that, but yeah, we'll
Well, does that make sense? That way you get even more viewership.
Well,
yeah,
now,
and then I'll join you guys, and we'll throw another 300,000 in the ring.
Yeah. So, like right now, because just this year, me and Dave talked, and we decided it would be a good fit for him to come on as a permanent co-host for me starting this year. So we're getting stuff worked out. We're getting we're going to be moving platforms to this EV Mux thing that he's got getting figured out and whatnot. It looks nice, and
I actually do EV Mux with my buddy Eric, the big red one guy.
Yeah, you and I talked about that not too long ago.
Yeah, we use EV Mux on that, and it works great. And it allows you to stream on multiple different platforms at the same time.
Yeah, that's what Dave's been using. He's getting it all gotten it mostly figured out. So we're gonna be doing transitioning this whole Zoom thing to the EV Mux background type thing, and Dave's gonna help me through that because I don't know nothing about this shit. I'm just a dinosaur that can talk. That's it.
I got you.
You're a retard like me.
Yeah, I'm an absolute window-licking, helmet-wearing fucking retard.
That's right, baby.
I'm a fucking Riri too, so don't, but I just get this
loud and
Dave got
left
out.
We are retards. We are retards.
All right, on that note, guys, if you want to help me out, get these words out, get these truths out, you can follow me on Instagram, @SavagelyLoud. That is where I'm most active. On that page, you're going to find two links. One of those links is to the Savagely Loud podcast page. Please follow me there, too. That would be greatly appreciated. appreciated. The other link you're going to find is a simple link tree anywhere you want to hear my rants or see my bullshit. You can find it there easy peasy. Outside of that, Facebook, X, and Rumble at Savagely Loud, YouTube at Savagely Loud Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe over there because it's good stuff. You can email me in, which I strongly suggest you do. If you want me to see your communication, you want to guarantee that I see it, email me in. And no, I'm not going to get back to you in 5 minutes, but I will get back to you. That's savagelyloud@gmail.com. And last but not least, don't forget to like, comment, and share the material. It does help us out greatly to get into the algorithms and start waking people up. And do not forget to go follow Hammer Drops, and do not forget to go follow Girl Dad Official. That being said, y'all know what time it is. We have been down in the sticky wickets of shit. We got all amped up. We had some laughing, had some anger, some resentment issues. We're going to clear all that up with a little segment I like to call Hopelessly Human. And it starts a little bit like...
People can be way rough. They can be quite tough. They can get in the way, but at the end of the day, some are only stupid, some are hopelessly human.
Oh, hell yeah, they are hopelessly human, some of them at least anyway. In honor of Girl Dad being on the show, I've got one about a woman here. This one comes from FamilySearch.org. So it's titled Love Served Warm. My childhood home was filled with memories of unexpected guests on pretty much any day of the week. This was predominantly because of the renowned hospitable nature of my mother, Anna Jean Michelli. If I'm butchering that name, which I probably am, I apologize. Mom was the epitome of kindness. She was a master storyteller, host, and chef. Her love language was food. Her stage was her kitchen, and her secret sauce was her warm, inviting disposition. That she never minded an unannounced guests on any night or any day of the week. She seemed to intuitively anticipate the company. She always cooked for 2 to 3 times the capacity of our family, which became common knowledge among family, friends, and friends of friends of friends. No one ever knocked before entering our home. They innately knew that the door was always open and that they were always welcome. Mom rarely stopped to sit and visit. Instead, while she bustled around the kitchen in her apron, she visited with her guests who sat around the oversized kitchen bar and in the overflow space of the adjacent living room. She was popular with young and old, all persuasions. As Mom stirred up a family culinary favorite, she entertained with endless jokes and funny stories about, funny stories that would inquire about the guests' welfare. When needed, she offered encouraging support, amazing hugs, loving smiles, healing laughter, leftovers to go, and undoubtedly palpable feeling that you are welcome back anytime without invitation. The door to her kitchen and heart were always open. My mother's kind example had a profound influence on me. As a child, I learned that everyone was important and welcome. No time required to serve another or host a visitor, announced or unannounced, was an inconvenience. Mom's unspoken motto was prepare for the unexpected guests, listen, help in their times of need, always be accommodating, and remember that food is a universal language. And that is largely a lesson that can only come from our mothers. So again, in honor of Girl Dad being here, let's give a shout out to our women out there, and let's have our daughters, which I have one, grow up to be wonderful fucking people and, extend this kind of grace to everybody else. That's Hopelessly Human. That's the show. Later, guys.
Bye.